Good morning. Welcome to Sacred Enzyme. I'm Stacy. Are you having problems with your estrogen levels? Do you have hot flashes? Is your skin dry? Your hair dry? Doesn't want to grow? You cranky, irritable? You know, a lot of women start having problems with their estrogen, but it's happening earlier and earlier with women and men nowadays. You know, the testosterone level. There's so much garbage in the food. And there's so many toxins that it damages the gut bacteria. And then as a result of that damaged gut bacteria, those sacred enzymes aren't doing what they're supposed to do. And so you have a whole domino effect of things that happen because it affects your vagal nerve. Your vagal nerve affects your glands. And so if you're not getting enough certain things in your diet, then your estrogen is going to be off because your gut bacteria your gut is not working right. You know, you've got to have those enzymes. So I had went to the doctor and I had a blood panel, and I mentioned in one of the last videos that I did this morning was that I got in trouble because my thyroid was off, and I've had thyroid problems ever since since I had my kids probably, but I've had thyroid problems, so my thyroid was off, and I always have problems with my blood because this is the par for the course when you come from these family lines that have these weird genetics. You know, you have just all these things. You have these things with your blood, and I always have problems with my blood, building blood, always. Well, I was meditating and I was told hormones, so I started back on my hormones, and then I was trying to figure out why, for the first time in almost 53 years, that I've had an elevated HDL. You know, I'm not even eating meat. But the reason that so I just started on a whole mission on that to try to figure out how is this got to be related to my thyroid. It's got to be related to my hormones. And yes, it's right. And so, you know, if you're not getting enough fiber in your diet, then that can really affect your estrogen levels. You know, this is probably why beans are so good for you, because beans are high in a soluble fiber called beta glucan. And beta glucan is really, really important for your gut, and it's very important for your glands. And it's in like whole grains like barley or not the cut up oatmeal, the old fashioned oatmeal. Mushrooms, seaweed. Seaweed is really good for you. I've been taking seaweed too. And my heart doctor, he poo-pooed at it. But, you know, at this point, I'm poo-pooing at them because I wouldn't be in the shape I was in if the doctors were doing the right thing and talking to people about nutrients and enzymes and gut bacteria. But that doesn't ever seem to come up in the conversation. And anytime I do want to talk about that with my doctors, they don't want to talk about it. But, you know, our gut bacteria is damaged, and as a result of all of the things, and you know, there's so much stuff that's pumped in our food that it affects your estrogen levels. And see, your body has to be able to push that out. But if you're not eating the right things, and you're not eating enough fiber, and you're not eating the right kinds of fiber, like beans, you should be eating a cup of beans every day for your health. You know, why do you think the Brits eat those beans in the morning for breakfast? Except they don't have proper water there because their water's bad. People have been living there so long that the water's polluted. So they put this orange stuff in their water. We used to sell tons of it when I worked for the grocery store here. And I would work over by Champions Gate where we had a lot of Brits on vacation that they would always want the stuff. I forgot what it's called, mash or something like that. It's orange. And it's in a plastic bottle. They mix it with their water. So, and they love their meat too. And that's not good for you, all that meat and all that booze. So, these certain types of fiber, what they do is they help your body get rid of these extra things that you don't need. These extra things that are affecting your estrogen levels. So, it's really important to even try to take a mushroom supplement. You know, they make a 17 mushroom blend that's really good, but eating fresh mushrooms, I mean, we are a biological machine and we're basically like a fungus. And so if we're not treating our stomach right, everything else is going downhill, going downhill. So with that, I think that that's very interesting, is that, you know, women are not flushing out all of the excess stuff that's in their body, and as a result, it's all from the gut. It's affecting everything. It's affecting our fertility. It's affecting our later in life production of estrogen and progesterone because of our guts, So with that, I hope that you learned something from this. I know I did. So I'm going to be increasing my fiber, because I do eat a lot of stuff, but I don't eat a lot of whole grains. And so, you know, I'm really going to work on that. I'm really going to work on that. So with that, it's been 5.5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. So when you come looking for me, I'll be here, because we're living in the past, present, and the future all at the same time. So thanks for watching Sacred Enzyme, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.